Shalom, Kol Halal, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kakadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hopeful elect tabernacle of David. Shalom and salutations to the Akwath, listening and learning, being pillar of rest. All right, so this is a quick lesson, a follow-up on the H8, right? Like you got the C hip, you got the H8, right? The subject of H8, which actually just means a strong dislike. All right, so we're going to start right here at Galatians 6 and 7, right? Be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap, Salakia. Let me read it again. Galatians 6 and 7, be not deceived, the Most High is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. NLT, don't be misled. You cannot mock the justice of Yahweh Shem Shah. You will always harvest what you plant. All right? Now, regarding H8, let's start at the top. See, when you understand, the Most High is about order, okay? So, if the Most High created it through his Son, it's good, all right? You got love and you got H8. Well, let's start there. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 3. See if I can get this right, all right? Because people want to use words as a weapon, all right? And that's fine. But let's get some understanding first, all right? So Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. Read it again. To everything. Be not ignorant of anything in a small matter or a large. Everything. That's huge. To everything there is a season. To everything, including love and hate. Okay? And a time to every purpose under. So there's a time for everything. Jump down to 8. A time to love and a time to hate. Stop right there. So you can't take this out of the equation. H, right? H, E-I-G-H-T. H8. That's part of the equation. Okay? A false balance. Let's get that. Taught you how to spell. All right? Proverbs 11 and 1. A false balance is an abomination to Yahweh Shem Yahushua, but a just weight is his delight. What do you mean a false balance? That means the Most High deals with balance, with here is here's an example of balance. A time to love and a time to hate. You must have both of those. You can't demonize hate. Okay? Why? Because the Most High hates. If you start at the top, when you understand the characteristics of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah, the one you call God, he created hate through his son Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah. All right? So you can't just make hate the boogeyman. And see, the reason why, oh, you can't, you hate, and you hate, and wait a minute. Who's the all-time purveyor of hate? First of all, the Most High hates. If you start right there, it's all good. It has its purpose. There it is. Purpose. Hate has a purpose. Okay? Plain and simple. All right? And there's a season for it. And guess what? Guess what? Okay, so again, let's start with the Most High. Let's go to Revelation 13, yeah? 13:10. Salakia, 9. I'm tripping. It's not even Revelation. It's Romans, Salakia. I'm tripping. Salakia, bear with me. 9 and 13, Salakia, there it is. Romans 9 and 13, as it is written, Jacob have I loved. What's the balance? What is the balance of love? The other side. But Esau have I hated. And there's your balance. Starting with who? As it's written, Jacob have I. Who's I? That's the Most High. Right? As it is written, Jacob have I loved. So the Most High is, God is love. Yep. But what else? You can't have half of the Most High. You have to have the whole. You have to be balanced. Here's the balance. I hated. I. Okay. Basically it says this. I love Jacob and I hate Esau. That's what it said. Oh, it says hated. That's past tense. You don't understand the poetry, the prose. Okay. Because this extends into always. This goes to always. Well, let's prove. Well, you can't prove that. Well, let's prove it. Where is it written? As it is written. What does that mean? Let's go back to where it was written. As it is written. Okay. Malachi 1 and 1, the burden of the word of the Lord to who? To Israel. To Israel. So the Lord is going to be speaking. He's speaking to Malachi about who? About Israel. I have loved you. Who? The Lord loves who? Israel. I have loved you, saith the Lord. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Who? Israel. Israel says that. What do you mean you love us, Lord? And the Lord asked a rhetorical question. Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord. And then the Lord continues to speak. Yet I, Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, loved Jacob, and I hated Esau. Stop. That's where it is written. So it starts at the top. Love and hate start with the Most High, right? Period. So you can't demonize hate. You have to understand hate. And it starts with the Most High. Hate is the other component that must go hand in hand and be balanced, right? With love. Love and hate must be recognized to get to a whole, all right? Because without one is a false balance. So here's the Most High starting at the very top. You cannot, oh, you can't hate. And why can you not? See, some people are really good with hate. They can hate you all they want to, right? And then act like you can't hate. I can hate, but you can't hate. Well, what do you mean? It's like playing golf. If you got 9 clubs in your golf bag and one of them is a hate club, all right? Like you got your putter, you got your pitching wedge, and you got your hate, your number hate H8 club, right? Well, you got to use it. Otherwise, you're going to lose, right? Everything is balance, all right? So we started with the Most High. Now, who's the hater? Show me where it says Jacob hated Esau. I don't think that's in there. But what is in there? The all-time hoodwinker of all hoodwinks. Let's go to Genesis 27, right? And this is what you Jakes need to understand. Okay? This guy who is the purveyor of hate, right? This guy is adamant about you not being able to use that club, right? Got your 9-iron, you got your pitching wedge, but the number 8, you can't use that. You got to take that out of your bag. While he sits there, he putts with his 8-iron. He tees off with his 8-iron. He does everything with this club right here. See? That's his favorite club. And Esau hated Jacob. Why? Because of the blessing wherewith his father had blessed him. Okay? So who's the hater? This guy. And when you understand this, okay, when you understand who your enemy is, this guy is your enemy. He wants to kill you. His mind is set on what? Kill my brother. So the jig is up at that point. Okay? They're going to kill Slay. Slay. They're going to get on a sleigh and slide down a hill. Here's your hill. Okay? Then will I kill my brother Jacob. So in his mind, right? He said to himself in his own mind, I'm finna kill this nigga. Okay? So never forget that. That's why this guy is your number one enemy. Never trust thine enemy. Right? And when we go to Psalms 83, this guy is at the top of the hit list. The tabernacles of Edom. All right? So who's the hater? Esau hates. I hate my brother. I hate my brother. And what I'm going to do is the first chance I get, I'm going to kill him. That's on his mind right now. All right? So never trust your enemy. Why? Because he's out to kill you. All right? You want to talk about which club, that the number 8 club of hate? Then you got this word. See, this is a continuation of yesterday's lesson. All right? Which nobody, thank Yahweh Shem Yahushai, nobody commented on, because I would have lowered the boom on you, line upon line. So this is Mad Real World. One day ago. Listen to what she says. Okay? And the point is where is this thing going? All right? The whole thing is about Jacob and Esau and what the Most High is doing in this grand chess game. All right, check this out.
I understand that people want to, play the victim and be like, it's really hard to be white. It's super hard. It's super hard. People are racist towards us too. What does that mean? Okay, a person of color said they didn't like you because you were white. Okay, That's not racism. And as much as people want to say that racism isn't always systematic, it kind of is, though. Especially in this country, because racism towards people of color has actually prevented them from moving forward. You know why? You know why you can't be racist towards white people? It's because we have generational wealth. People can hate me all day long for being white, you know? And it can totally bother you if people don't like you because you're white. That's okay. But you can't say that's racism because you've never been held back in your life because you are white. And from your photo, I can see that you're probably a woman. If you've ever been held back in your life in any way, it's because you're a woman, not because you are white. Okay? We have never been denied loans, denied housing, denied a job, denied basic human rights because of the color of our skin. And let's be fucking real. If there is a person of color in front of me being like, yo, I fucking hate you because you're white, they don't actually hate me because I'm white. They hate the history of this fucking country, and they hate the privilege that comes with the color of my skin and how I don't have to work as hard as they do. And I feel like that's fucking valid. And if you don't, I don't give a fuck.
She could be a Jake. All right. So I wanted to get a precept. I forgot where I was going. Uh, hmm. Wanted to get a precept. Oh, let me see. Anyway, where's this thing going? Okay. Where is it going? Let's go to the end real quick. Let's go here. Okay. Because, I mean, you can't get away from Jacob and Esau. The whole thing. Okay. Everything isn't racist. It isn't. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. And now it's time for him to get dragged down by the heel. All right. So we're going to read 2 Ezra 6 and 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Okay. The hand of a man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other questions Ezra ask thou not. But anyway, what does this mean? This goes directly into why Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. Okay? Why? Because Jacob is going to pull this devil down. There is an all-out war. Right? Let's get that. Salakia. That might be a little everywhere, but hey, it is what it is. This is the spirit. Genesis 25 and 22. And the children struggled together within her. Up, stop. There's the fight right there. Now, there's going to be a fight to the death. Right? What children? These children. Esau and Jacob. All right. What were they doing? What they always do. That fight. This is what the whole thing is about. Are they supposed to love each other? Not according to the Most High. Not only does the Most High use his 8-iron, right? Esau uses his 8-iron. How come Jacob can't use his 8-iron? Of course he can. All right? And he will. All right? Because just like you hate us, we hate you, and that's called balance. Okay? There's a time and a purpose for everything. You stay with your 8 iron. All right? So there's that. Now, let's go here. This is hot off the press. Okay? Why? Why? You know who we are. You know what this is. You got the bully pulpit. You're doing a tour, a finger pointing tour, and you're not even bringing out this truth. So what are you? You're a sucker. You're bought and paid for. You're saying exactly what they got you out here saying. All right? Now, let's listen to this. All right?
We've been talking almost all day now. You haven't mentioned race a single time. We've mentioned economics, rich and poor, a number of times. Do you think that we overplay the role of racial conflict in American life?
Yes. I think race, it takes up too much space.
Now, what about the Most High? Who set this whole thing up? Okay? You're going to explain it away, Mr. Hollywood star, rapper, movie guy, right? What do you call it? Paid opposition.
There's people that we all have in our lives who are our same race that we can't stand.
It's 2/3.
And there's people in our lives from other races that we get along with way better.
Speckled bird.
So it's not about race. It's not about color and gender and this and that. It's about who do you connect with? You know, who do you vibrate with? You know what I mean? Who's on the same wavelength?
And ain't no Edomite vibrating with no Israelite. Okay? It might look like that as far as color is concerned, but it's deeper than that. The Most High is not surface. Okay? He created deep, the depths.
Who wants to be the same kind of person? Who wants to do the right thing when you want to do the right thing? That's who you connect with. So I think a lot of people make a lot of money off of the racists fighting against each other and bickering. And they the ones who push it in our face all the time that we're separate.
Who separated the nations? How Bashim Yahushua separated the nations. So there's a reason for all of that. Now, what this devil is doing from the top, because the earth was given into his hands, right? He's utilizing his witchcraft, and he's sends out witches like this witch right here. Oh, let's all join hands. It's all good. Let's make it better. No. This kingdom is over, right? Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it. This is the time we're in. We're not in this time no more, okay? Your little riches and your little fame and fortune, it's over now. You ain't going to come out and say that. You want this shit to go on forever, but guess what? It's over, all right? It's time for the end, all right? Ecclesiastes 3, all right? It's over. It's time for the war. It's not time for the peace. All right? That ancient war between Jacob and Esau, it's time for that shit. Okay? And according to Yahweh, not according to me. All right? I understand these things. And these things must needs be. It's not me. All right? And you could demonize me all you want to. This thing is still going to go down. All right? You can't stop the Most High's plan.
And
Does feel like there's more of that, doesn't there?
Yeah, it seems like it's like you're stuck in a bad movie and you can't get out. Like you can't find the exit, and it continues to play on the screen.
It's the greatest movie ever. It's the Most High's movie. And Our Way Out, right, is on them ships. But before that happens, hell. You got to go through hell to get on that ship. Like a bad movie. It's the greatest movie ever, nigga. And you're starring in it, and you're gonna die. You ain't gonna repent, right? You're making money off of this racist fight. You have been, all right? You're the antagonist in the movie. Fuck the police coming straight from the underground. You've been getting paid off of race baiting, right? And now that you're paid, you want everybody to calm down. You want to continue to hold your bag. No, nigga, it's over.
That's who you connect with. So I think a lot of people make a lot of money off of the racists fighting against each other.
That's you. Now that you're paid, now you're gonna try to say I still feel the same way, but no, nigga, you are declawed, defanged, and you got a bag, right? You won't throw that bag away and get back out there on the street and scrap. You got an underground bunker, nigga, for you and your family.
Correct. And they the ones who push it in our face all the time that we're separate.
And they got you, they dispatched your ass to go out here and do exactly what you do. So stop pointing at they. And we are separate. The Most High separated us. So stop pushing disinformation.
And
Does feel like there's more of that, doesn't there?
yeah, it seems like it's like you're stuck in a bad movie and you can't get out. Like you can't find the exit, and it continues to play on the screen, and you're just running around looking for the exit, and this bad movie continues to just haunt you day by day by day by day. You know,
That's called Jacob's trouble. We're under the punishment. We're under the curses. But guess what? The bad movie, the ending of the bad movie is the greatest movie ever. Because we win. But you lose, nigga, because you received your consolation. Okay? So here's what's not being said. They dispatched this dude. They put this out. You got Tucker. Tucker knows exactly who we are. Right? And so does this guy. But you ain't saying nothing about it. You're trying to extend this kingdom. And for that, nigga, for not pushing this word when you know about it, you're trying to subvert the word. You know what the fuck is going on. You watch us.
it's what we're caught in. A never-ending, winless battle of, you know, of race and color. And
Winless, you better go back to the drawing board. Okay? You need to get with GMS and stick with GMS.
worried about, you know, where you from, and you know, hip hop. What's great about hip hop, like it was a saying in hip hop, early hip hop. I think Rakim coined this phrase. You know, it ain't where you from, it's where you at.
And you're the only one sitting in a penthouse with a bag, right? While the rest of Israel's down there like crabs in a bucket suffering. You have received your consolation. So now you're out with Tucker, right? Pushing this fucking brainwash, this magic and witchcraft to try to sustain this quickly falling kingdom.
You know, and it's so true. It's not about where you come from. It's about where you at right now.
No, it is where you come from, all right? Jerusalem, which is the mother of us all, okay? It is about where you come from. And where we're at right now, we're waking up, nigga. And you're trying to lull people back to sleep, knowing of the 12 tribes. And Tucker knows about the 12 tribes. All right? And now this bad movie, this bullshit, and this act right here, nigga, you just wait.
I'm not imagining that this stuff is being pushed on us, right?
No.
Much more than in, say, 1986.
The Most High is pushing it.
Yes. Yes, I think so. Because in 1986, you had movies and television, and it was all scripted, and
This is scripted. This fucking bullshit interview. All right? You ain't gonna say one thing about Kanye. What did Kanye say? And why did he say it? And Tucker, nigga, you were being taught at the camp by the elders. So you know too. But none of that is gonna come up in this fucking scripted bullshit interview.
this is a scripted show. But I think now you have so many so-called reality shows that basically push the same thing, but in a reality-like setting. So, you'll watch a movie on race, okay, and you flip the channel now, you're watching a somewhat like documentary reality show that
You see this dude choosing his words wisely? You ain't talking that hood shit right now. You're talking to Tucker. You're enunciating correctly as best you could. And right, O'Shea? O'Shea. Okay? O'Shea.
it's highlighting and magnifying race.
Well, who magnifies race? Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushua. I'm done with this. Oh, let's get Deuteronomy. Who magnifies race? This is Deuteronomy 7 and 6. For thou art an holy people unto the Lord thy power. Who's magnifying race? All right. The Lord thy power hath chosen thee, Israel, to be a special people unto himself above all people that are upon the face of the earth. Is that not magnification? Who did that? Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is magnifying Israel, right, above everybody else. Israel is a race of people, if you will, a nation of people. All right? So are you against that? Are you against the Most High? You're a traitor. All right? Because no matter how you try to steer it away, while these devils are setting up our demise, right? They hate you and want to kill you. The Most High, this whole thing, which is what yesterday's video was about, everything is about racism. Okay? Everything from the top down. All right? Job 9. This is when you come into Israel, you learn Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hand of the Edomites. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? Okay, so who's ruling the earth? Tucker is. And you're in cahoots with this dude, trying to keep it a secret as to how they're going to set us up and kill us all. Because you done watch the prophets and you understand. But what's more important than what the Most High is going to do to this guy is that you keep your bag. Right? So you have completely been deceived. You're a traitor. Right? And Most High got your number. Right now, where are we at right now? Where's this thing at? Okay. It's Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemy. Wait a minute. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine. Thine, who's thine? Thine is the Israelites, your enemies. Who are the enemies of Israel? We'll go over that. And on them that hate thee. Who hates Israel? What the hell? Salakia. And on them that hate thee. Wait a minute. Who are our enemies? Right? Who hates us? And Esau hated Jacob. Remember that? Which persecuted. Who persecuted us? Right? That's not the important part. The important part is this. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses, that's the important part, upon who? Our enemies. You know, the guys that hate us. Esau, the so-called white man. Which persecuted. Who persecuted us? Well, let's check the record. Let's check the record about persecution. Let's see. Is this persecution? Is that persecution? Right? Is this persecution? Who persecuted us? Is that our enemy? Is this persecution? Look at that shit. Look at Jake. Is that persecution? It was your own people now. Hey, they got it coming too. Hamites got it coming too. All right. Well, there it is. All we got to do is check the record. Okay. All these curses. Deuteronomy 30:7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thine enemies and on them that hate thee, which persecute. Who's that? Let's play this Hebrew hopscotch on your ass. See, Hebrew hopscotch gonna put a lot of people in that net. Thank the Most High for Hebrew hopscotch, okay? Psalm 83. Uh-oh. More truth. Who hates us? And they that hate thee, well, let's talk about God. They hate God. Yeah. Who? Who hates God? His enemies. Start at the top. Psalm 83:1. Keep not thou silence, O God. Hold not thy peace and be not still, O God. For lo, thine enemy, whose enemies? God's enemies, make a tumult. And they that hate thee, hate who? Hate God. Who hates God? His enemies have lifted up. Who's proud? The wicked is proud. They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, what? Let us cut them. Who is them? The Most High's people. Not only does God's enemies hate him, they hate his people. Right? They know they can't mess with God. Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. But they have free access. They have been given, or They understand that we're open game during this trial period, if you will. All right? They have said, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel, who are we talking about here? Israel, the children of Israel, may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent. They are confederate against thee. Who's confederate? Who are our enemies? Who are the enemies of Israel? Start at the top. All of the Edomites, including Amalek. Right? The so-called white men, the Arabs, the Chinese, the Africans, and the list goes on. The JJs, the small hats, whatever you want to call them, right? Japanese, they're all in there. So those are our enemies, right? Now, how do you make it? Knowledge and wisdom. Wisdom and knowledge. Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy time. What? You got to know who your enemy is. You're at war. What wisdom and knowledge? You're at war. If you're at war, it behooves you to understand who your enemy is. He's coming to kill you. You don't know that? Have we not established that our enemy is coming to kill us? And that you're on the battlefield and that you're at war, but you can't use your 8-iron. This guy, all right, Cain, right? 2-ball Cain, does it not look like an 8-iron? Let's get this. Let's get the 8-iron out. Let's see. Tucker quote. Let's see. 2-ball. You got to have a little fun with it. All right. Let's see. 2-ball Cain. 2-ball Cain. Blacksmith. 2-ball Cain. Uh-oh. Where's the 8-iron at? Images. Let's get it. Oh, there's the 8-iron right there. Is that not the 8-iron? That's the weapon. Got to use your 8-iron. Yeah, you must use your 8-iron. Okay, because this guy does. He's the look at Esau. We're going to use that. Probably going to use this. Use the 8-iron. See, he stays with his 8-iron. All right? What do you mean 8-iron? There's the 8-iron. Right there. It's a club. I'm going to club you over the head with it. All right? There's the old 8-iron. Doesn't that look just like the 2-ball Cain? Yeah? How do you spell the 8-iron? H dash E-I-G-H-T. Right? Have you ever been to Haight Ashbury? in the shitty? Haight Ashbury in the shitty. All right. Use your 8-iron. Right? Or this. Right? C-hip. So we're way out there now. Anyway, let's reel it back in. go to Proverbs. Okay. Let's go back to where we started. Okay. Because you can't take that you can't take the 8 iron out of the equation. Why? Well, the Most High, a false balance is an abomination to the Most High. Proverbs 6. We'll end it right here. All right. Proverbs 6 and 16. Here's the Most High using his 8 iron. These 6 things doth the Lord use his 8 iron. These 6 things doth the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai, hate. Yea, 7, there's 7, are an abomination unto him. An Edomite, an Edomite, an Edomite, an Edomite, and an Edomite. So from here to here is describing the nation of Edom. And you 2/3. Let's read it. A proud look. When you see that word proud, see, there's a code in the scriptures. When you have understanding, you know who the wicked is. You know who the proud is. When you see that word, who's that talking about? You see this word, who's that talking about? When you see this, who's that talking about? When you see this, shedding blood, who's that talking about? Speaking lies, false witness, mischievous, hating your brother, See how that works? These 6 things doth the Lord hate. All 6 of them are Edomites. Or all 6 things add up to the makeup of this devil. All right? A proud look, a lying tongue, and hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that deviseth wicked imaginations, feet that be swift in running to mischief, a false witness that speaketh lies, and he that soweth discord among brethren, a heart, a mind that deviseth wicked imaginations. I'm going to kill my brother. Esau said in his mind, come up with a scheme. Then shall I slay my brother. This is talking about this devil. The Most High hates Esau. All right. So what's the moral of this story? Don't listen to this guy. He's leading you astray. Listen to this. Listen to the men of the Lord. This is the wisdom and knowledge that's going to get you through this thing. You are at war. Know who your enemy is. Right? Never trust thine, Sirach 12 and 10. Never trust thine enemy. Well, you got to know who he is first. Right? Never trust thine enemy. Well, who niggas don't even know who their damn enemy is. Thine enemies. There's one. There's one. There's one. There's one. Just because he looks like you, right? It's even deeper than it. Well, that's an African. He's your enemy. He looks just like you. But even deeper than that, guess what? The 2/3 are your enemy, and they are you. So it's deep. Know your enemy. You're on the battlefield. He's coming to kill you. This is what the scriptures are telling you. How do you get through? Wisdom and knowledge. Let's go back. Never trust the guy who's coming to kill you. Know that he's coming to kill you. Right? For like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, right? Where's this guy? Though he humble himself, right? What do you mean humble him? Well, he humbled himself while he was out there, whether he was sent out there to the camp where the elder apostles were teaching, or whether he stumbled upon it. He knows who his enemy is. Oh, are you going to put me in slavery? Uh-oh. Let me go back, get my job back, and get back on the battlefield. See, he's on the battlefield right here. All right? This propaganda, this witchcraft right here between him and this guy, all right, they're on the battlefield coming after you, Jake. And what are you supposed to do? You're supposed to move with wisdom and knowledge. How? Got to know who your enemy is, because you got to know who to trust and who not. Who do you trust? You trust the man of the Lord. Okay? You trust the man of the Lord. That's all I got. All right? Understand this guy is coming to kill you. And we're in that time. What time? What time are we in? To everything there is a season and a time. Right? What time are we in? You're on the battlefield. You got to wake the hell up. Your brother is coming to kill you. All right? So with that, we hope that the elect are edified, you brothers and few sisters. Know who your enemy is and never trust him, all right? With that, shalom.